Hi. Wait, let me mute the TV. I'm watching Monday Night Football. It's the Patriots playing. I believe against, I forget who they're playing, but the Patriots are playing. Anyways, back to music studio stuff. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is like get Pro Tools or some other type of music. So, the first thing you do is you have this icon here, which is Pro Tools. You see it? I'm holding the phone in my hand because my stand broke, and they don't make them anymore. So you have this little Pro Tools icon, and this is the demo. This one is very cheap. It's for free or something, I don't know. And this is the actual version, costs like $100 a year. So you click that, and it opens like this. This is a track I have saved. So let's start a new. I'm gonna show you quickly. You're gonna learn super fast how to make all the type of music that I ever made using Pro Tools. Super fast. So it takes a long time to load. It takes like 10 minutes to open, but once it opens, it looks like this. So what you go is you go up here, you go File, Create New. This thing pops up. And no, we're not going to make from a template. So we're not going to make from a template because I already have this template saved. It looks like this. And I have all these tracks. These are guitars. These are vocals. These are leads, so synthesizers. And I have them all already made, so I don't got to keep making them every time I open it. But I'm going to show you how we can make it from scratch. So when you go create, you have the name. So we're going to call it Fire Track. Oh, it's in capital, whatever. Okay, whatever. It's in caps lock is on. So Fire Track. So then you're gonna have this thing, which is the file type, .wav. Everyone knows what .wav is. No one knows what this is, so we're gonna go with .wav. I/O settings, input output. I don't know what this is. Just go with last used, whatever. And now the only two settings you have are these two. So this is the bit depth. They're all good. I'm guessing just use 24. I don't know. I'm a computer engineer, and I don't see anything wrong with 16-bit, 24-bit, or 32-bit float. I don't see anything wrong with any of them. So just stick with the default 24-bit. Now this. Okay, so what this is, it's a sample rate. So the sample rate is like, that's frequency, kilohertz. So hertz are how fast something happens per second. I'm an electrical engineer, so I know that. So how fast something happens per second. Sample rate. Interesting. Interesting. I was on the impression that this is the range that you can hear sound. And like, the human hearing goes from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So if you go up to 44 kilohertz, you can hear the entire range with any of these. See, this is 44, 48, 88, 96. So you can hear with any of these. Now the thing is, when you record in like 44, although our ears can only hear 20, if you record at 44 and then add some special effects to it, you're recording sounds we can't hear, and then by adding effects to it, it brings it down into the range we can hear. So something like that. That's what I was told from a YouTube video. I don't know if that's true. Maybe this is just the speed that it's sampled at. Who knows? But one thing is true is if you go like this guy, you go, I want to use the best quality, I'm going to use this guy. Then when you save your track, it's going to take like 20 minutes to save it. And then the problem with that is every time you save a track and you upload it to the internet and you listen to it on your phone or something, then you go, oh, I want to change this about the song, and then you got to go re-wait another 10 minutes while you wait for a new file. So I go with this one, the lowest quality, because it takes me like 30 seconds to save tracks and upload them to it's called bounce tracks. So you see you got your session and you have all your music, and you finally turn it into a .wav file, which can then be turned into an MP3. So if you do it like with this one, you'll be done in 30 seconds. If you do it with this one, it'll take you 20 minutes. So just go with this one. We got fire track up here, and we're gonna go create a location. That's my music, and we're gonna go create. Alright, so we click create, save changes to the song, to this song. Even though there's nothing in the song, it always asks you, do you want to save before closing? So we're gonna click save. Alright, so here we go. So this is what it looks like. Let's go into this kind of view. Oh, can you guys see if I change views? Is it gonna rotate? Oh, it's gonna rotate. Oh, I should have started it that way. Oh, now I'm starting it this way. Oh, dang it. Okay, we'll just keep it like this then. Dang it, I should have started it the other way. Oh well, whatever. Alright, so okay, we're gonna go very quick through this so you can record and mix super quickly. So the first thing you need is like this guy. What this guy does is, this is an XLR cable, so it's a mic. See, it's a mic. Then we have this setting thingy here is for the mic. So the mic has 48-volt phantom power and air effects. So it makes your voice airy, whatever. Phantom power is necessary. This is just whatever. And this thing, you change it up, and when it's green, it's like good. When it's red, it's too high. And then we have this instrument, which is for a guitar. So you can plug one into a guitar, one into a microphone, which is right here. And then this is the monitor for the headphones. So here's the headphones that come out, and here's the microphone that goes in. Okay? And then we can also plug in a guitar with these cables. Or we can plug in this guitar using those cords into here. And this is a USB. So that's a USB, and it goes into the computer. And the other thing that's a USB is this guy. So this guy is a USB. He's $100. This guy is like $100, and whatever, you know. They both plug into the computer, and I'm gonna show you how you can use them on the computer. So the first thing you're gonna need to do is, there's some tricky stuff. So first thing you're gonna do is go to, let's see how I did this before. Let's try setup. So setup, playback engine. Aha, here we go. This is the name. So I got Windows, which is whatever, and I got Focusrite. Oh wait, select this engine will automatically save and close your session. The session will be reopened when you open. So just make sure, it'll probably be that by default, but that is this guy. So already you go to Window, you click, or you go to Setup. You click Setup and Playback Engine, and now boom, we got the microphone, we got the guitar, we got the headphones, all going into this computer. This is the sample rate, whatever, that's fine. Okay, you know, so let's just cancel it. Then we got that. Now what about this keyboard? How do we get that guy in? Setup, MIDI, input devices. Boom, there it is. You see that? So a keyboard is MIDI. I don't know what it stands for. Media Input Device Digital Input. Who cares? MIDI is keyboards. When you hear MIDI, you think of digital sounds, digital keyboards usually. Digital keyboards are MIDI. So what I did there was I went Setup, MIDI. So I did Setup and Playback Engine to get this guy, and Setup MIDI, and then input devices to get this guy. And there you go. Now that's going to use this for the MIDI, and there we're halfway there. Now we can record with vocals, we can record with digital, and this goes into a USB, this goes into a USB. And I like my hat. I like my hat. Alright, who's playing? The Cardinals. And the Cardinals are a big favorite over the Patriots. Okay, you like my hat? It's the Raptors. Okay, back to this. So we're almost done. Well, 11 minutes and we've already learned so much. Now, this thing. If you go to Window, so we click Window, we have Mix. What's Mix? Mix is this thing. Is it? Is Mix that thing? Let's see. If I click Mix, there we go. It's right here. If I go Window and I have Edit, what's Edit? Edit is this. So this screen right here is Edit. This screen is Mix. There's nothing there yet, but there will be stuff there. So we have Edit window, which is right here. And we have a Mix window, which is right here. And the last thing we have, this is called a transport. So we go Window, Transport. So we can go Transport, Transport, there it is. What a transport is it's basically essentially this thing up here. So I have stop, play, record, stop, record, stop, and then these arrows, you know, and I also have it down here. And what it does, okay, stop recording, record off. So if I click play, this is the bar we're on, bar 2, bar 3, and these are the beats. So bar 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, it's 4/4 time signature. It says that right here. Count off. So count off means it's going to count 2 bars before it actually starts recording. So you have time before you get in. The meter is 4/4 and the tempo is 120. So the tempo, the meter, and the bar. And what these controls do is, so this one is wait for the note before you begin, I guess, who cares? This is the metronome. This is MIDI merge. So, and this is conductor track. I don't know what conductor track is, but just leave it on, whatever. And MIDI merge means if you record something with the MIDI, and then you have it now, you click stop, and so you have the track recorded. Then you go to that same track and click record again. You can now add stuff while the old stuff is still playing. So that's what MIDI merges. You can keep layering and layering stuff onto the track. So you can layer different MIDI stuff onto the track. I don't recommend that. I recommend you just play it in your headphones and record a new track. And it's essentially the same thing. You just have 2 tracks instead of 1. And you can modify different tracks so you have more maneuverability. But leave MIDI merge on because I leave it on. So leave that one. Metronome. So there you have that. And you have this stuff. Return to 0. Okay? So there we go. Now, we're almost done. We're almost done. These numbers are the zoom. So zoom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll click them when we zoom. Leave this thing. So this thing you can click this, or up here, this. What that does is it changes the selector tool. So now it's a mouse. But if I go like this, then it's a scrolly. If I go like this, it's a trimmer. So it trims the track. If I go like this, it's just a hand. It selects the track. And if I go like this, it's all of them depending on where you click on the track. If you click on the top third, the middle or the bottom third or on the edges, it changes between a scroll, trim, and a hand which selects them all. Okay? What are these? This is, so tab to transient. So you click tab, it'll go to the next note. Link timeline and edit selection. So you know, when you're editing a track, it's gonna be the same locations and whatever, you know. Link track and edit selection. So when you click the track, it's gonna be in the same edit. And insertion follows playback. I don't know what that means. Automation follows edit. Okay, so those are some advanced stuff you don't need to know. But this stuff up here, you got shuffle, slip, spot, and grid. You want to use slip if you're just recording stuff where you don't know what the tempo is. So if you record a beat hardcore raw from the microphone and no one's got a tempo going, then you use slip, and you're just gonna have a random garbage like a track, and you're gonna have to, slip means wherever you place the mouse, that's where your edit goes, and you're gonna have to literally edit just a random garbage sound wave. So you don't want to use slip. What you want to do, here's the most important thing I'm going to teach you about Pro Tools and editing. You want to have a tempo. So you want to have a tempo. And then what tempo allows you is you go into grid mode. So you see now I got these grids, and that's so cool because I can click here, I can go like this, I can go here, I can go here, I can go here. See this arrow at the top? It breaks it down into these grids, and these grids are, you can change them. These numbers up here are the bars. If we zoom in, we go to zoom 3. See the bars? 1, 1, 2, beat bar 1, bar 2, bar 2. So these are the bars up here, and these are the grids. It doesn't even allow me to click in between them. It only allows me to click because I have it set up as quarter notes. So boom, you're right on beat. You're on the quarter note. You're on the whatever. You're on the half note, you're on the whole note, you're on the quarter note, you're on the eighth note, you're on the 32th note. You're not just in slip mode where you are like halfway in between a beat, you know? Grid is where you want to be. So the first thing, this is how I create a track. So we're almost done. We're almost done. Now we're going to record an actual song. So this is how we're going to do it. We are going to go new track. So track, new. This is what it looks like. Create. We're going to create 3 tracks. 3 tracks. They are going to, you have mono and stereo. Don't, who cares about all this stuff? Mono means 1 sound location. Stereo means 2, left and right. So every time you hear stereo, it means left and right. When you hear mono, it means just 1. And it can go on to the left, it can go on to the right. So, if we're recording a guitar going in through here, that's mono, because it goes into 1 hole. If recording the microphone, that's mono, it goes into 1 hole. And then on the computer, we can break it down and output it into stereo. Output, once we put the mono into the computer, we can then split it up left and right and decide what effects go on the left side, what effects go on the right side. But the microphone comes from 1 source, comes from your mouth. So that's mono. And the guitar is mono. So mono is what we're going to create. Now it's not going to be an audio track. It's going to be an input. Okay, audio. So we got, these are the different tracks. We have AUX, MIDI, instrument, routing folder, basic folder, audio. So I'll show you how many different tracks I use. So audio. You have samples, you have ticks. So samples is how fast the sampling rate is. It's the time domain. So it goes by seconds. And ticks aren't seconds. Ticks are, where's that transfer thingy? So ticks are ticks. I just always use samples. No, ticks are used for MIDI. So MIDI tracks use ticks, like they don't count by time, they count by ticks. But I change it to be samples always. I always work in samples. So name, we're gonna call this Mike. Mike. Create 3 of them. Okay, no, let's create 1 mic. Then we have this little plus button. And this one's gonna be guitar. Guitar, samples, audio, mono. And now we're gonna create 1 more plus. We're gonna call this keys, samples. Now it's gonna be a MIDI. Okay. Now here's the thing: when you create a MIDI track, see, there's no input, because the input is this thing. So it's like digital. It's all digital. So what you need every time you create a MIDI track is you need our final track type, which is AUX. And it's going to be stereo. That's the output of the MIDI. So the MIDI track, I believe, I don't know, I'm getting a little bit lost now. We have an audio track for the mic. We have an audio track for the guitar. We have a MIDI track in ticks. Aha! Go to samples. MIDI. And we have a stereo AUX input for the MIDI. So we have audios, MIDI, and an aux. And I like to name it always MIDI aux. And remember, all I did was go to track and create track. That's it. Now, MIDI, okay? What else can I do? So then I go like this, and I go on another MIDI track, which uses, instead of these keys right here, I use these drum pads. Let's get some volume up here. Let's get some volume. This is external volume, not the computer volume. So we have the piano, and we have this drum beat. So it's got like a little drum machine. If you don't have that drum machine, you're not going to be using these sounds in the computer. You're going to use the computer to make the sounds, but you're going to use this to control the sounds. And you may want to use this. If you don't have one of these, you can still use these keys to play different drum beats. So you can go with the keys, and in the computer, you, instead of keyboard, you make it drums. Okay? So this is a stereo aux. So MIDI aux, we're gonna name this one. Drums aux. Did I name one keys? What happened to my keys? I named something keys, didn't I? Wait, I named this. Okay, let's name this keys MIDI. Keys MIDI. This is drums MIDI. My hand's getting tired. Drums MIDI. Drums aux. I need another aux. This is keys aux. Keys aux. And let's go drums aux. This is, remember, each MIDI track needs an aux track. Oh my god, changes the names. Samples, everything is samples. Stereo are the aux. Drums. So each MIDI needs its own aux, and I'll show you how and why. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost done. So I go create. Boom, here we go. Mic, guitar, keys MIDI, keys aux, drums MIDI, drum. Now let's go. So if I double click here, I can change the color. So mic I always have yellow. How do I get it? It keeps selecting all of them. How do I select? It selected all of them. Wait, maybe I take all. These are groups. So groups, if you wanna, like if you go all, then it selects all of them. And if I change the volume, look, this is volume. See, it's changing the volume of all of them because I clicked all. So that's all, and then you can create more groups. You can go create new group, and you can select which tracks you want to be in a group, and then you're only controlling those tracks when you click on that group. But all is a default group that's always there. And if you want to reset, so see I have the volume of all the tracks. See, this is the mix window. Now I got mixed tracks. So if I go like this, these are my tracks I want to mix. And boom, there they are. Oh wait, my TV stopped. I can't go without a TV. Cannot go without a TV. Wait, cannot go without a TV. Patriots and the Cardinals. Alright. Alright. Okay. So this is the mix window. Now, it's because I have all selected. If I move one, they're all moving. These two are not moving because these are MIDIs. So these are not, these are come from inputs. So guitar, keys, drums. So this is an aux track. So I have keys aux. He says keys aux. And then I have drums aux. So they're also like an audio track. They look like an audio track. See, I have an audio track right here, which is just a mic. It's got a volume. It's got a pan, so whether you want to go left or right, that's pan. 100 to the left, 100 to the right. That's where the sound is going. It's mono, so it's one knob, and the sound can go to the left or the right. So it's so cool. You can go left or right for your mic. Then the guitar, change the volume, but they're all changing. You can put the guitar on the right, the mic on the left. See, and it sounds a lot cooler. And the aux tracks look just like that, except they're stereo, so they have two. So that's the left channel. The left channel, we can just minimize it. Boom. Now it's all coming out the right channel. We can minimize that as well. Boom. Now there it's like deaf, you know, whatever. But we'll make it come out a bit out the left, bit out the right. Make this one come more out the right. So let's make this. Let's make the drums aux come out the right, and the keys aux, let's make them come out the left. And now, as you can see, you can change the volume just like an audio track. Now, if you mess up one of your settings, what is this? Did I record something? I pressed record or something because this is recorded. Now, if you mess up, what do you call it? If you mess up a setting, you have Alt. So what you do is you hold Alt. You hold Alt, and you click on the setting, and it resets it to the default. So I only got 2 hands. I don't have 3 hands. So let's see if I can do it. So I'm gonna click this. You just click right here. Click once, but you're gonna hold Alt. So let's see. I'm gonna hold Alt and click there, and I'll tell you what happens. So I'm holding Alt. So I'll tell you what happens. My keyboard's messy. So I'm holding Alt, and I click, and look what happened. It all went back to 0. 0, 0. If I go over here, they all went back to 0, 0. You can also click Alt and click on the slider, and it goes back to the default. So let's do it same thing for this MIDI. So this MIDI, I forget what the default is. It's like 90. It's a weird number. It's like 96 or something. So let's click Alt and click on this slider. So let me see if I can show you like from here. So I hold Alt and let's put it down so you can see. So if I take it down here and I hold Alt and I click on it, boom. See? It resets it back to default. Okay, we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost done. So we got our tracks. One thing I don't get is why they're all selected. I cannot just select one of them. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go track, new track. Let's go click track. Is there a click track? Damn it, no click track. Let's create a master track. So what a master track is, new, there's also master. Master fader, how cool is that? Definitely stereo. Master. Alright. Boom. That's red, right? Yeah, that guy's red. Alright, so let's click this. Okay, there we go. Now they're not all selected. So mic was yellow, guitar blue, keys MIDI green, keys aux dark green, drums MIDI pink, drums aux purple. Alright, see, they're nice and color coded now. And I can rearrange them. So I got mic, let's go mic here, guitar there, let's go drums up here, and okay, so I got the guitar, then the mic, then the drums, then the keys, and then the aux and the master. Master literally changes everything. Like master, click master. So you can also expand this. So let's expand this. So we have this master track. Let's get rid of this. So we have this master track, and all these tracks go into the master. And if you add these, so these up here is where we're going to add our effects. So you see, inserts is where we add effects, and sends is where it goes to effects. So if you insert, bam, you have an effect right away. If you go to send, what you do is that you can send a percentage of it to the effect. So if you click a send, then you're going to have how much percent you want to send to the effect. Okay, so that's what a send is. And you can have even more inserts. You can have, look at that, inserts A to E, inserts F to J. So A to J are all inserts, but we only have, oh, we even have more sends as well. See, we can send 10 tracks for each 10 signals, and we can input 10. And into the master, you can't send anything. You can't send a percentage, but you can put effects on. So these are where our effects are going to go. Now if we we put it back to there. And okay, this is all selected. Let's just, okay. Same thing it says right here, inserts, sends. This is the track. So that's the guitar. Inserts, sends. So, now, remember we had the Focusrite, which is this guy. He's got two inputs. He's got a mic and a guitar. A mic and a guitar. So what you do is when you go to the guitar, it's input interface input 2. But the mic, oh look, it worked. Interface input 1. And now the output is, so we have output, if you go this, output 1, 2 stereo, which is stereo output, or output 1 mono, output 2 mono, output 1 to 2 stereo, that's the main output. That's the output of the entire track. So that's the output of the entire track. So this goes to output 1, 2. Now look at this. So these go input 1, output 1, 2. That's the mic and the guitar. Now what about the MIDI? So the MIDI, the input, you just click all, whatever. Okay. This thing. Here it is. So we have Microsoft Wavelength Sim. No, we want this one. Wait, no. We want Microsoft MIDI Mapper or MPK Mini. We want MPK Mini. So channel 1. And that's this guy. So keys MIDI. So we want predefined MPK Mini play. Channel 1. Alright. Now, just because we selected MPK Mini and all, whatever. Oh, so no, you don't. What the hell? Okay, let's go like this. All channels. I'm so confused. Oh, okay. So you can go MPK Mini, all channels, or click all. So all will select all anyways. So all covers MPK Mini. So let's click all for the inputs. Did I select both tracks? I don't know. Okay, so all for the inputs and the outputs. Okay, for the output, if you select the MPK Mini, the output's going to go to this guy. It's not even going to go to the computer. It's going to go to this guy. So it's going to come out this little speaker, I guess. And we don't want that. So you do got to go Microsoft MIDI Mapper and channel 1. And the output here, Microsoft MIDI Mapper, channel 1. Now, how do I want to make this a saxophone and make this drums the proper drums I want? Well, I go to my aux. That's where my aux comes in. So my keys aux. So input. How did I do this before? Okay, so first you gotta select the instrument. So let's go keys. So I go like this. Multi-channel plugin. That's our plugins. Multi-channel plugin. Multi-mono plugin. You have the same thing. Multi-mono. Multi-channel. So channel has a lot of mono tracks. A mono track is just a mono track. A channel is like 2 monos or whatever, you know? So we go multi-channel plugin. We have EQ. Boom, all these for EQ. We have dynamics, compressors. We have all these compressors. We have all these modulations, vocal bender. We have all these reverbs. We have all these delays. These come with Pro Tools. Like, I paid for none of them. So I paid for some of them, but they don't even work. So these, all the ones I have that I've ever used come straight from Pro Tools. You literally get all of these with Pro Tools. Harmonic means distortion. Okay, maybe I got these guitar stomps that aren't included in Pro Tools, but everything else is Pro Tools. Distortion. So what we want is an instrument. And all your instruments come from this thing. Expand. This is included in Pro Tools. Expand, exclamation mark 2. So boom. So effect for the keys aux is expand number 2. And here it popped up here. So you can literally go here and boom, you have all this crap. Piano, where's piano? Acoustic piano. Boom, right there, acoustic piano. Grand piano. Or you can go up here and you can go acoustic piano, and here you have pianos, you know. Let's go piano plus suitcase. Boom, we have acoustic piano, electric piano, and this is the channel. So you have channel 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are if you include them. So this is on channel 1, electric piano, acoustic piano, also on channel 1. So you play this notes. Okay, that's not the sound. That's this sound. So we mute that, and the sound comes out of the computer. Now it comes out of my headphones, so we're not going to hear anything. But if you put on the headphones, you'll hear it. So what you do to hear it is you click record. So keys aux record. How is it picking up sound? So you see this thing is popping up, means it's registering this guy. It's registering him because this bar is popping up. Okay? But the master is not getting any sound. The master is not getting any sound. Why? Because I didn't tell him to be the piano from the keys aux. So the keys MIDI is not connected to the keys aux. So we got to connect the keys aux to the keys MIDI. And the way you do that is you go right here, input, interface, bus, no, output. You go output, bus, track. Okay, keys aux, drums aux. What? No, output goes to the output. We want the output to go to the output, but the input is a track, no? Okay, so you go bus. For the input, you go to the bus, and here it is. Guitar aux, right? Is that what I created? There's no keys. No, it's not keys. I created keys. Damn it. How do I connect them again? Let me think. Because you need two tracks. You don't just make a MIDI. You need a MIDI, and then you need an aux. Okay. No input. Oh, here we go. So now that I've created the effect, so now that I created it, now it reads it that there is an instrument on keys aux. So keys aux now has an instrument, and that instrument is this piano. So this piano is now on the keys aux. So the keys aux has an instrument. So now if I go to my keys MIDI and I click on the output, I can go boom, keys aux. Channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4. As you can see, they're all on channel 1. You can add 2 channel, 3 channel, but they're all on channel 1. So we're going to go keys aux, channel 1. Boom. Now watch this. Now look at that. You see I have this bar up here, and the bar of the master. So if you put on the headphones, you will hear sound coming out the headphones. Anything that comes out of master comes out of the headphones. Just like that. So now if I want to add effects to the MIDI, you see there's nowhere to add effects. You got to add the effects to the aux. So I can go now into aux and go multi-channel, reverb, true verb. Where is it? Where is it? Did it pop up? Okay, it took a while to load. Boom. Here's reverb. So you go like this. I want it to be like that big. I want this to be, how do you change this? I want this to be like this. I want it to be like this. I want this to be like this. I don't change any of that. The ones I change are these ones. So I change this. That's the low, the middle, and the high. Something like that. So I go high, reverb, mid, none, and some bassy reverb. Something like that. You can even change this. So you can change this. Boom. You know, this is all electrical engineering. So, or sound engineering. and that's your reverb. So boom. And then if you don't want to hear it, if you're editing and you don't want to hear it, you go bypass. And then you want to hear it, you click unbypass. Okay? So boom, we have our reverb now. Oh, it's not bypass. So now we have the piano and the reverb. And now to record it, let's get rid of this. Why does this select everything? Do I have all selected? Yeah, I have all selected. Okay. Played it. So we go up here, we click record. Now to record a track, this record just allows you to hear it out of the headphones. But this record will actually record the track. Okay, so this will record the track. And you need both of these clicked. You need this one clicked and this one clicked. And we click. We don't go here, we go right to the start. So we go like this. Boom. Now we're at the start. And now we click play. We have count off, so it's going to count 2 bars for me. You want a tempo. Okay, so to set the tempo, before you make any song, you need to set the tempo. So what you do is you go to track, all the way at the bottom, create click track. Take click, put it at the bottom. Change the color. Let's make it red. Okay. So all the click track is a metronome. So it's just a metronome. So it goes no input and output 1 to 2. And it's just a metronome. So we can set the tempo and change it. So it's on 120. You can go 100. You can go 90. You can go 80. You can go 80. You can go 200. See? So you go 120. And you click play up here, and you can tell what the tempo is. And if you change the tempo, it changes the grid. So we want to work in a grid. We always want to work in a grid up here on grid. Okay? So we have our click track, and then when you're actually recording, you can play with it or you can mute it. So these are mutes, and these are solos. So solo track, solo mutes everything except for that one. Solo. And if I do solo and mute, it's gonna mute it. So I go like this, boom, unmute. So I'll mute the click track, whatever. Okay, so I got this record. Now I click play. It's counting me down. It's on bar. Now it started. Whoa, that's fast. But anyways, we're gonna play something. Okay, let's zoom out. Okay, there. Now look at this. See that? I'm playing stuff on this guy, and it's making notes. Okay, done. And then you click spacebar on your keyboard to stop recording. So you click spacebar, so boom, there's your song right there. You got it. Then you can edit it. So you can go like this, and it edits to the grid. So these are 32 notes or 16 notes or something like that. And boom. You can change whether you want these to be 8th notes, quarter notes, whole notes, or 16th notes. And it goes with the grid. Right? Boom. That's if you do the edges. If you do the top part, it's selector. So we can select this part. Can select this part. Can select half of it. We can delete that half, right? We can go Control Z. We can do this and then use the hand. Oh wait, let's go like this. And use no, so the hand selects it all. Okay, so the hand moves it. We can move it, right? And if you hold Alt, once again our favorite button, Alt, and click on it, it copies it. So let's go. I'm gonna hold Alt. See if we can get an angle. I'm holding Alt, and now I click on it. Boom, I got 2. And then you just repeat them like that. And then I trim this one, trim that one, right? And what I recorded is up here. So these are the tracks. Keys, MIDI 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I recorded. So here's the tracks. You never lose them. So if you want to restore it, I don't know. You never lose them. These are saved into your computer as well. So there's the tracks. There's our groups. There's the tracks. So if you ever lose them, I think you just go like this and there it is. So there's that one. If I want this one, I can put it there. So you never lose them. Was this the big one? No, that was that one. Was this the big one? Was this the big one? Yeah, this is the big one, right? So it's got to be in the MIDI. So you never lose them. If you added them, you got them all right there. Okay. So there we go. Let's record some drums. So we're gonna start recording from here. Let's go into our drums aux, multi-channel plugin, instrument. There we go. I got one. Damn it, here. These are mine, the ones I saved. Where's my drums? Drum pad 2 channel. See, this is channel 2, channel 1, channel 2. Hi-hats, toms, kicks, toms. You know, you go here and you select whatever, hi-hats, kicks, whatever you want. So now I got that for my drums. And we're going to record the drums. And we're going to go, boom, drums aux, channel 2. Now if I go into here, and I start playing the drums, boom, everything. Where's the mix window? You can close this as well. So you close that. Boom. If you make this bigger, boom, there's our mix window, right? You can also play the actual piano. So this is also plays the drums. So we play the drums. Boom, we got sound coming out of the drums MIDI, the drums aux, and the master. So we're actually getting sound coming out. Boom, just like that. So let's make this again like this. And we go to the drums. Let's add some effects. So multi-channel plugin. Let's add some harmonics, some distortion. One knob. This is my favorite. This guy's the best. One knob. Just one knob. That's just it. One effect. Boom. Crank it up, baby. Crank it up. Just like that. Alright? That's on the drums aux. Goes into the drums MIDI. Alright? And let's record something. So let's go record that. Record there. And let's go. Let's go. Why is it not recording? Why did it stop recording? Let's get rid of count off. I have no idea what count off is doing. Let's go count off. Record. Alright, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Clicking this. Boom, 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 boom. Now let's click this. Alright, hit spacebar. Why is there two of them? I got one here and one here and one here. No idea why there's two of them. And you could also merge. So when you're editing, this is not an advanced tutorial, it's just a basic tutorial. But you could also go like this and combine them into one. You could also separate them into two by pressing B or something like that. I don't know. So you could separate them, you could combine them, you know. If you cancel it, then you make it bigger, you get your song back. See, so you cancel it, make it bigger, you get your song back. Alright? So we have drums, we have keys, and when you click record and it's playing, you're gonna hear all the other things that are playing. So if I start recording from here, I'm gonna hear all of this. By the time I get to here or wherever I want to get to when I start playing. So the moment I start playing, I'm still going to hear everything else. So you just layer. You create a track and you layer, 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 layer. Alright, and that's Pro Tools, baby. Let's add a microphone. So let's go microphone, record, and let's go record the microphone. Stop. Oh, it's recording from over there. Alright, recording in the microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we gotta click these buttons. So we gotta click this button and this button. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it recording? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Damn it. Start back from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. See, we got a sound wave. Boom. Now we're talking, and now we're quiet. And now we're talking, now we're quiet. Now we're talking. See that? Click spacebar. Boom. If you don't want to hear the spacebar clicks every time you click spacebar, I like to hear them, so I don't do this, but you may want to go like this. You click the top right corner, boom. Click the top left corner, fade. That's a fader. Fader, you know, see, fader. Oh, I clicked the fade. I don't know how to get rid of the fader now. See? So we have our fader here. So that's the fader. And you won't hear the click. You're going to fade in and you're going to fade out. So we got the mic. Let's record the guitar. Even though there's so you can record, see if you have audio check, you can record two at the same time. So you can record the mic, which is hearing me right now, but it's not, this thing isn't on, but it's hearing me now. Master's also picking it up, and the guitar. So let's record the guitar as well. Let's do it from here. Boom. Two at the same time. The mic's picking me up, but the guitar's not picking up anything because the guitar's not plugged in. Stop. Fade. Fade a bit. You don't gotta fade a lot, just fade a bit. Fade a bit. Fade a bit. Alright, and there we go. Now, you go to here, you have your headphones on, and you go play. Or you go like this. This is my favorite. So if you click control, if you hold control, or you right click, you have loop, or you have no loop. So if no loop is just play. I always go loop. What loop does is you select. So you go like this. Okay, you go like this. Now watch this. I click loop. See, it's playing all 4 tracks, but only this amount, that amount. So it's playing that amount across all 4 tracks. So I hear it, and then as it's playing, you go in. So you see, look, the master's playing, drums, aux is playing. They're all playing, just not the guitar. So while it's all playing like that, I go to the mic, and I add some stuff. I add some EQ. I go 8 channel EQ. It's still playing in the background. While it's playing, I go like this. No bass, all some mids, a lot of highs, then none of this, then some of this, and then none of that, and then maybe a lot of that, you know, and then a little bit of that. Boom, this is a terrible EQ, but you got something like this. Boom. And while it's playing, you hear the edits, and boom, you have your EQ, right? Boom, you have everything. And that's Pro Tools, baby. That's all you'll ever need. We just made a song. Damn it, I changed it to horizontal again. My bad. Oh my god, my bad. You gotta watch this on your phone because you can't see it because it's not vertical, it's horizontal. My bad. So watch this on your phone. Nobody watches on a computer anyways. Watch it on your phone. My bad. Dang it, my bad. So there you go. Hopefully you still learned. Mute the click track. Boom, we have our tracks. We have our auxes. So I got all the tracks grouped together so I can see them. Auxes, master, and stop. Now when you have it saved, you can click save the session. So file, save. And to actually get it out to be a bounce, you go file. So you first gotta select how much you're gonna bounce. So we click all. You don't gotta click all. You can just click up here. So I click up here. Double click right here. Boom. So you gotta select how much you're gonna bounce. So we're gonna bounce from the start to here. So you go file. Just go file, bounce mix. Fire track, you can bounce as MP3. WAV has the best sound quality, so don't bounce to MP3, bounce to WAV. What's bouncing? Remember output 1 to 2 was our headphone sound, so that's bouncing. And then this is what we created, 24-bit, 44.8 kilohertz. Use the same ones that you created. Interleaved means it's going to bounce all mixed and jumbled together. If you bounce multiple mono, it's going to bounce each of the tracks separately. And mono summed is going to bounce them all separately, whatever. So it's interleaved. And boom. And then that's the folder it's going to bounce to. Now let's see how long it takes. Bounce. Boom. Done. Done. Let's go. Boom, fire track right there. Let's hear what we created. So now this won't play in my headphones. This will actually play in my computer. So let's go. Let's actually hear what we created. Let's actually hear what we created. Okay, it's only a minute, so let's hear what we created. See, we created something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. See, we got a sound wave. Boom. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. And now we're quiet. And now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're quiet. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. See that? Click space for it. Two at the same time. Mic's picking me up, but the guitar's not picking up anything because the guitar's not plugged in. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it recording? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Damn it. Boom, that's a hit right there. That's a hit right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a hit right there. That is Pro Tools. 1 hour and you learned all of Pro Tools. We started from nothing. We created a track. Boom, Electrical Engineering 105. 105. Up here are the tracks. So that's the tracks. Boom, it's just cycling through these. You want to mix? Boom. We can play the song from here. Boom, mix it as it's playing. Mix the sound, mix the left and the right, mix the panning, mix the effects. Boom, we have everything we need. Just like that. And then you keep bouncing and keep editing. And that's Pro Tools. Alright? Leave a like. It's your boy Nick. And comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know you want to see next week in the channel. And boom, watch the Patriots. Watch the Patriots. It's 0-0-0-0. Alright, peace.